So just because an app or a website can be accessed by children, it doesn't mean that it is safe for children. So what we would advise is that if your child has a new app or a new game, that you look at it first. So play the game, look at who can contact your child, and then make use of those parental controls within the game. So you may recognize some of the apps and the games on the slide here, and I'm just going to highlight some of these to you. So you may recognize Instagram, they have the live streaming function, and you may also have heard of the phrase sliding into DMs. So this means that people that your children don't know can send messages to them. And this is also the same for Facebook and other apps. So next to that, we have Snapchat. So they can chat on here, they have live stream, take funny photos and share them. And also quite a good function on here is that you can track where your child is using the location services on this app. It's good for you, but you also need to check the settings so that strangers cannot track them as well. And then we move on to the games. So you might recognize Fortnite here. So that is a 13 plus game, and it's basically a combat teamwork game. So it will feature guns and violence. And one of the features on here is that they have live unmoderated chat during the play. And then the one next to that is Roblox. So on here, you can make a virtual world. So users can create games within games. So they can build a theme park, a hair salon, or you can just sit and chat with your friends in your newly built home. This app does ask for verification of a child's age. If they are over 13, then that will unlock the voice chat function. If they are under 13, they won't have voice chat, but they will still have access to chat boxes, so messaging. However, with parental controls, you can turn these off, and you can also control who they chat to. So on this game, there has been some inappropriate content, such as sex rooms and beheadings. These are removed by the platform. However, they have to be aware of them to remove them. So this is just something for you to watch out for. So then we move down to the bottom of the slide. So we have Discord. This is a minimum age of 15, but it is aimed at adults. If your children play Fortnite, there is a really good chance that they will also be on this because it's essentially a gamer's chat site. So they have text, voice, video messaging. They can also send messages direct to each other or as a large group. So on this app, there have been some hate groups identified, along with child images being sent to accounts. You then have Omegle, which is the blue symbol at the bottom. So this is a minimum age of 18 or 13 with parental permission. The danger of this app is that pairs are randomly assigned to each other. So you will have one person named as you and the other person named as the stranger. And then you can video and text call. You then have Tumblr. So in 2022, 50% of the users on Tumblr were 24 years old and younger. And their tagline is it lets you effortlessly share anything. So on here, there is a lot of pornography. There's also blogs on suicide and anorexia and bulimia idealization. Now, with this app, there is a safe setting where you can filter out words. However, some users will use abbreviations or obscure words to hide what their content is. So your children may not be looking for these things, but they may stumble across them because of what they're called. We then have Switch, which is the purple box. So this is one of the world's most popular live streaming platforms, and it has 140 million users. And it's really popular with gamers, but it's also expanded to music and sports as well. So young people will use this to watch other users play games, discover new games and tips. And it's quite similar to YouTube, where you can set up your own channel or subscribe to users that you like. So it has an age rating of 13 plus. However, there is no age verification when you sign up. So on this app, you can video and you can text chat. There is live streaming. And the risks are with all live streaming platforms is that there is no way to moderate the live streams as they happen in real time. So content can only be reported afterwards. There's no safety settings in place to stop young people accessing certain channels or certain chats. And in turn, this can then result in unwanted contact via private messages. And on this app, those messages are called whispers. So there are controls to block whispers from people that they don't know. And there's also an ignore feature if your child receives or comes across any upsetting comments. And there's also a block button as well. So live streaming. Most of the apps shown on this slide do have the live streaming function. So more and more apps are enabling live streaming. And this carries the risk your child has no control over who is commenting on that stream and what they then post on that feed. So what we do find is that when perpetrators target children, they will pressure them to share images whilst on live stream. And what they do is they work in groups and they will post rapid comments, and that's to pressure them to do something that they would not normally do. So Common Sense Media is a really great site, and it rates just about every app, game, social media site, even films. And it rates them as to how safe they are, what the risks are, if there's nudity, violence, alcohol consumption, etc. And this will be shared at the links at the end. So I just want to talk to you next about parental controls. So parental controls have been designed to help you manage your child's online activities. So a few examples of the controls that are available in the apps. So using Instagram again, you can actually filter and hide offensive comments or words from appearing in the comments or private messages. You can turn off likes and you can turn off comments. You can also block people who are abusive in their comments, and then it compiles a list of those people. However, it is worth noting that nothing is totally foolproof, and it shouldn't replace that support and the guidance that you're giving your child to help them feel safer, okay? So for more information on this, there is step-by-step instructions on setting up parental controls, and that is on internetmatters.org, and that will give you the link to that website with the supporting information.